This was the America before John D. Rockefeller. In 2 decades, this sticky black natural resource changed America, changing it from the country of a horse, prone to exhaustion and capable of injury, to the motorized America of the future. This is the story of Standard Oil. John D. Rockefeller was only 24 years old when he and his brother founded Standard Oil. The company quickly took an aggressive approach to competition, seeking to swallow or eliminate competitors as quickly as possible. Standard Oil started small and local, but quickly evolved to expand to larger markets. They increased their margin of profit by acquiring the various businesses that a typical oil company would have to pay for in order to bring their product to market. They bought companies that made barrels, they bought tanker cars for the railroads, and they even built refineries and pipelines to minimize the cost of business, and therefore, bring the consumer the cheapest oil and gasoline possible, which gave rise to the expanding popularity of motorcycles, trucks, highways, repair shops, and other places such as gas stations, fast food, and rest stops. As the car would begin to change society in the way that America worked, the internal combustion engine would also change how America eats. The engine spread to the farm, which allowed farmers to be more productive and work more land with less effort through the use of a tractor. Farmers could work more land and thus be more productive with their time. Perhaps the greatest result of the cheap and available gasoline was the invention of the airplane, which took advantage of a small motorcycle engine to provide power to a propeller to gain lift. This invention would change the world in a short amount of time by shrinking the world with its great speed. Rockefeller's reign over American oil came to a close with the work of Ida Tarbell. She was a mudraking journalist who dedicated her professional life to bringing down the evil empire of the Rockefellers, specifically with her series in McClure's magazine. Public opinion of Rockefeller plummeted as America became more aware of his massive fortune. In 1882, the Ohio Attorney General ruled that the company was violating the Sherman antitrust law. 2 decades later, Standard Oil would be tried by the U.S. Supreme Court and found unconstitutional as a holding company. Standard would be divided into a number of competing companies, many of which are still here today. Cheap gas may have destroyed competing oil businesses, but Standard Oil allowed for the transportation of goods and people at the lowest possible cost. This lowered the cost of living for every aspect of American life.